It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Well, you know, I always think pitching and defense are keys to success in the long run. As we take a look at their arms, I see a lot of reason for optimism. A lot can happen over the course of a season, but if these guys stay healthy and pitch to their abilities, they should be in pretty good shape.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2019 Los Angeles Dodgers.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Harold, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Matt, have you seen this guy throw? Whew, he is electric. What do you got to do against him? I think you got to attack him early. He's just too overpowering. His stuff is electric. He's got one of those great power arms that we'll talk about for years to come. You got to take it to him before he takes it to you.
Michael Lambert gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, last year he had a very nice season when you look at the win total. His team is counting on him to do that again. If he does not get within that range of where he was last season, I don't see this team going very far. All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Dodgers. In this day and age, when teams are moving all over the place playing the shift, these guys are old school, very traditional. You don't see the shift applied very often to this club.
Here's Will Myers. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for San Diego, center fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Squared that one up just a little late. Now the pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. And a neck-high fastball that time. Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient even with 2 strikes.
The pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And another foul ball. The next 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitcher throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
So striding forward now, Mark Trumbo. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Nobody out, runner on first. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Trout will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 10, Justin Upton.
Striding into the box, Justin Upton. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. From the belt, the pitch out, nothing doing. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Matt, Freddie might call a few strikes below the knees in this one, but he tends to get pretty good reviews. Players don't argue a whole lot. He's consistent. He almost never impacts the game in a negative way.
The 1-0 delivery. Favorable call in there for a strike. A high fastball is in there.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
Throw over to first. Runner back safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch, and he's set down on strikes for out number 2.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Standing in now, Billy Butler. Pitch inside, the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Here's the 1-0 pitch now to Butler. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. It's the Padres 0, Dodgers coming up. You're watching MLB Network. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
The key to me is driving in runs. Their runners in scoring position, they've been really struggling. I mean, you don't have to hit home runs, but pick up that runner that's at third base with less than 2 outs. Hit the ground ball and drive him in. Just the little things. And as they continue to add on inning by inning, before you know it, you put together a good game. That's what they got to do.
Jay Lee is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Harold, any thoughts?
Matt, last year this guy was one of the best pitchers in baseball. The ERA in the low 2s. You know how good that is? And one thing I like about it, that tells me he's going to throw strikes when he needs to. He's going to get ahead of hitters, and he's going to have another solid game going deep in the game. So hopefully he can carry that into this game as well. We'll get a chance to really see him work at his best.
Well, here comes Mike Trout now, as he'll be the one to get us started in the home half of the first.
Center fielder, Mike Trout.
And he takes ball one. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball in the first one didn't have a good release point. The next one he's able to put it on the corner, correcting himself as the at-bat goes on. I love it.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Butler looks this one in for the first out.
Batting second, left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
1 out, nobody on. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Seems like he's throwing everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled them off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, first baseman, number
Digging
22.
in, number 22. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, if that's any sign of the type of game he's going to have, he's throwing the ball well. Right there, that's a good fastball. It's late swing, and we're in the first inning. That's a good sign. All things are looking good for him right now.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Boy, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get him to chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away, but he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Well, right here, this is what you live for. When you know you got a great hitter behind you, you're getting a good count. He's in a count right here, and just look for your pitch. You know they got to come after you.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. That's a hit, the first of the new campaign for the boys in blue.
Well, Matt, I don't know if he was trying to go that way or if he's a little bit late. 96 mile an hour is tough to catch up to. But I got to give him credit. He did put the barrel on it.
Stepping in, number 43.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
In there, strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. A runner on first with 2 away. One and two now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Dodgers leave 1. Still no score. Stepping into the box, Derek Norris. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Derek Norris.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Here's Will Middlebrooks now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Right fielder has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7th, second baseman Taylor Lindsay.
Stepping up now, Taylor Lindsay. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either. He's going to continue to be aggressive to this hitter as well. Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
And the Friars are into the hit column for the first time this year.
That is a great 2-strike approach. Spread his legs out, kept the hands back, and just punched the ball through for a ground ball base hit.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. In the dirt here. And no advance. It's ball 1. Two out with the man at first. In there, 1-1. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Yasmani Grandal.
First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
91-mile-an-hour slider. Man alive, there's not many people that throw that one right there. That is an elite group right there. I would throw that pitch every time.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is line to left. Upton has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Jordy Mercer now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Now he tries to hold back, but he makes contact here, and this is looped foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And a foul pop behind the plate. Set to deal on 2-2. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Now another 2-2. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider.
Now this is what baseball's about. A pitcher and hitter going back and forth. Foul ball, strike, foul ball. I can't wait to see how this ends.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box now, Kiki Hernandez, as he'll take a look at ball one. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. And this is fouled back and out of play. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. 3-2 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Dodgers down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Into the box now, Jay Lee. 9-1-2 due up.
Lee.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Number 43 is there, and he has it for the out.
Center fielder, number 4. Will Myers.
Digging in to try it again. Will Myers. He drew a walk his first time up. Into the windup and the pitch. Fouled straight back. Now the 0-1. A breaking ball over the outside corner for strike two.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Now the pitch. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Here's Mark Trumbo now.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Third inning, no score to this point. Hey. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Well, maybe that fooled him, or maybe he wasn't looking for it, but man, he hung him a curveball right there in the middle. For him to not swing the bat, being the power hitter he is, who sees a lot of breaking pitches, makes me think he's looking for something else.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Settling in now, Damian Adis. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Damian Adis.
First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Well, you make in-game adjustments, right, Matt? I mean, they've had a hard time scoring. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch to get things going, so I see a little bit of a change. Maybe this is how they jumpstart their offense for the rest of the game.
Into the box, Michael Lambert. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
A fastball that finds the outside corner. A runner at first with no outs here. And that misses. 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Lays off 1-0. Ready with the 1-0. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Big pitch to Trout, 2-0. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Runners on first with 1 down. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
First offering on its way. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for L.A. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Ready for another chance? Justin Upton. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Justin Upton.
First pitch on its way to Upton. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Trout. Gone to lead off the inning. Justin Upton with the solo home run. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Stepping in now, Billy Butler. A shot down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
That curveball just frozen. That's one of those big curveballs you're expecting to go start at you like this one did and break all the way down to the bottom of the plate. But this one didn't get that big break away, and it froze him.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
The catcher.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
In now, Will Middlebrooks. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. One 0 count. Here it is. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Goodness gracious, Matt. 100 miles an hour. No wonder he swung and missed. You're not catching up to that pitch. No way.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually don't have as good a control as you do when you just let it go free and easy.
1 run on 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Taylor Lindsay. From the stretch. This one's flared out toward left. Coming on is McCutchen, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And the pitcher will just run over and take this one himself, and the inning is over. But the Padres draw first blood here on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's 1-0 San Diego. Standing in, number 22. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Number 22.
Into the windup and the pitch. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Now batting, number 43.
Striding in once again, number 43. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. Now a ball fouled down the right field line, out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats, foul. Another 2-2 offering. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about
number 9.
7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And a ball, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the 2-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this will be fouled away. Ready on 1-2. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to Butler takes care of him, and that retires the side. So nothing happening this time around. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Padres lead it 1-0. Stepping in, Jay Lee. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Jay Lee.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That misses. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. McCutchen looking up. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Padres have taken a 2-0 lead.
With the count standing at 2-1, he was sitting on anything that was belt high from the middle of the plate in, and that's exactly what he got. And that's what you call punishing a mistake.
Center fielder.
Here's Will Myers.
4. Will Myers.
As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Here he comes on 2-0. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
I like that. That's great 2-0 hitting. You're looking for one specific pitch in one specific area. You don't get it, you take it.
Set to deliver on 2-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Hey, that's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball,
15.
a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, that thing was riding inside and starting to rise, but I think he was lucky that it caught him in the fleshy part of his upper arm. Getting hit in the soft tissue is always better than the elbow or the wrist.
Here's Justin Upton now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here it comes, 1-0. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0.
Boy, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
Wow, this is the kind of count you'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0. You can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
Ready with the 3-0. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And Upton will reach as he looks at ball 4.
Hey, when a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Digging in once again, Billy Butler, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First offering on its way. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now this pitch is popped up. Playable for Grandal behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The catcher, number 3, Derek Norris.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Oh, he brought it back. The Padres get one in the inning, and it comes on the solo home run. On to the bottom of the fifth. It's now 2-0 San Diego. In now, Jordy Mercer. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Jordy Mercer.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
On the ground to third. Oh, what a stop to first. Got him. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
Hey, great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make a throw, and of course, he did that too.
Standing in now, Kiki Hernandez, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball one. Here it comes on 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1. Bases are empty. One man out. Swing and a soft liner down the line in right, but foul. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. And now a pitch on the way. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball four.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Now batting, Damian Adis. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline, so if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn two.
Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Trumbo shading to his right. He's got it, and there are two down now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, pitcher Michael Lambert.
Digging in for his second at bat, Michael Lambert. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
Matt, here we are in the fifth inning, and he swings at a ball out of the zone. It's indicative of how they're playing right now. He's taking advantage of their aggressiveness, and that's why there's a shutout going.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is one pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
Here it comes on 0-2. sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to Butler is in time, and the inning is over. Dodgers leave one. They trail it here 2-0. Here's Will Middlebrooks now. He'll start things out now in the top half of the sixth.
Baseman Will Middlebrooks.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes another 0-2. Curveball that time, not even close. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Under it is the right fielder. 1 away.
Up next for the Padres, second baseman Taylor Lindsey.
Digging in once again, Taylor Lindsey. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Matt, I don't know if you know this, but less than 60% of his first pitches have been for a strike, and he's still having a good game. I don't know what he's doing. They just haven't been able to figure him out.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
This is a well-conditioned pitcher right here. His stamina is showing up. He's still throwing in the high 90s, and it's late in the game. Man, he's in shape.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box now, Zach Cozart. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, but if he gets through this inning, I think they'd be happy with it. To get through 6 innings and just a little over 100 pitches, I think that's a pretty good outing.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Padres lead it 2-0. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Upton goes 2-1.
Would just draw walks and steal bases, but that's not.
Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right. The windup. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers.
Keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, number 22. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Here comes the 1-0. And a fastball just a bit up.
Man, I don't know if they want any part of him. 2 pitches away. I know he's sitting 2-0 now. This will tell us a lot. Will he come in now or will he continue to stay away?
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 1 out, nobody on. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
That's the 3rd slider in a row, and I'm going to tell you what, I think he'll probably throw 4 and maybe 5 if he needs it.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. He'll try it again. 3-2. Middlebrooks down at 3rd. On to Butler in time, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 43.
Striding in once again, number 43. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
And that misses. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
Well, that's a big base hit for him. I tell you what, it's no fun to be 0 for 2, but let alone 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So this is a confidence builder right here.
Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Stepping in now, Yasmani Grandal, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And this is fouled straight back. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Dodgers claw back a bit on the solo home run. The 9 1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Padres out in front in this one as we come to our game summary for the first 6 innings of play. Mike
attention,
Morin is on to
Now
pitch
pitching
from the
for the
bullpen now to
Dodgers,
start inning number 7.
64, Mike Morin.
Digging in and looking for more,
Hitting
Jay
off for San Diego.
Lee. He comes in
Pitcher,
1 for 2 with
Jay
that home run he
Lee.
hit earlier. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
One and one, here it comes. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3. Set. Here's the 3-1, and that can't find the zone either. It's ball 4, and on just 5 pitches he's walked the pitcher leading off the inning.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them too.
Ready for another shot now, Will Myers. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. From the stretch. Hit hard on the ground at first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. Throw just does beat him to the bag, and that was pretty close.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. In now, Mark Trumbo. As he takes one in tight. Had to scramble out of the way there. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. One 0 count. Here it is. Pitch inside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Hey, you don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
The 2-0 on the way. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. McCutchen is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 10, Justin Upton.
Ready once again, Justin Upton. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Line drive to left. McCutcheon is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Padres leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Here's Jordy Mercer now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
The shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
First pitch on its way. Kiki Hernandez comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
The 0-2 home. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Lindsey charging in on it. On to Butler in time, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Hey, not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in to try it again. Damian Adis. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. That one's in there. 3-1.
Well, he made a nice adjustment. That was a nice pitch right there. 3-0. Now puts the count 3-1. That was the same pitch he threw 2-0 and missed on it and got the ball called.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And a foul pop behind the plate. Norris has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They still trail it here 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Billy Butler. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Butler.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, he gets a glove on it. Knocks it down. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Ready for another chance? Derek Norris. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 1-0 delivery. In the air out to right. Waiting on it, the right fielder. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Padres.
It's been the kind of game we've come to expect here at Dodger Stadium over the years as you check the line score. Pitching, defense, and not a whole lot of offense to this point. Here's Will Middlebrooks now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Inside,
A fastball that just misses inside. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Now batting, second baseman, Taylor Lindsey.
So striding forward now, Taylor Lindsey. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A runner on first with 2 away. Two and 1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is the right fielder. Still ranging back. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Padres have made it a 4-1 game.
Every run helps late in the game. And with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
The batter, number 2, shortstop Zach Cozart.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. The Padres get a couple of runs in the inning on the 2-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's now 4-1 Friars. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. The lineup following the double switch. Darwin Barney is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Ryan Braun will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1. He'll lead it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium. Heading out toward shallow right. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
A center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
At the plate, Mike Trout. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Well, they're running out of time. It's the 8th inning. They got to get some runners on and maybe come up with a big home run. But 3 runs down to the 8th. They got to execute. The outs are a premium.
The 1-0 pitch. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. Here's Trout waiting on the 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. 8th inning. 4-1 is our score. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Throw to Butler takes care of him, and that retires the side. Dodgers down in order. They trail it 4-1. Carter Capps enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now at the plate, Darwin Barney. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Darwin Barney.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Ready with the 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Soft liner towards short, and one gone.
Center fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Here's Will Myers, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. 1-0 count. Here it is. Now a slurve taken for his strike. 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. Padres down in order, but they lead it 4-1. Addison Reed Enters the game
Now
to
pitching
finish
for the
this one off
Padres,
here in the bottom of the
number
ninth.
44, Addison Reed.
Striding in to start the ninth, number 22.
Leading up
And they'll
the
need him to
bottom of the
get
ninth
something
inning for the
going here.
Dodgers. First baseman, number 22.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Myers is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth.
Now batting, number 43.
So striding in, number 43. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul.
Oh, he hung that one. And, man, did he bang it. Just didn't keep it fair.
The 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now here's the pitch. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Now another 0-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Another 0-2 home. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Reed's ready. First pitch on the way. Yasmani Grandal is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 on its way. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Into the box, Jordy Mercer. He went down on strikes last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch to end it, and the Padres move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. Jay Lee gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Michael Lambert pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Addison Reed records the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious San Diego Padres. 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Dodgers, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.